opening statement about the game, then we'll take questions for the student athletes. Then after questions for the athletes, we'll circle back with questions for Coach. The floor is yours when you're ready.
Yeah, I won't take too long. We've got twin 2-year-olds back at the hotel, so they get up early, so we'll be brief here and get home and get some sleep. But couldn't be prouder of these guys tonight. I think, for our program, what we did tonight is so representative of kind of how our years went. The two guys sitting here hitting 7 and 8 in our order, and they're the two guys up here because they got the big hits, and that's just kind of what we've been. We pick each other up, and we just keep grinding, coming from behind, and proud of these guys tonight. It's going to be a nice environment tomorrow night. We're going to be excited to have those 15,000 people cheering us on every pitch, just like we talked about yesterday. But we're really proud of these guys, the way we compete, the way our bullpen threw, just a fun ball game for our guys.
We'll go ahead and start here with Brett.
David, if you could attempt to describe the Santa head and the Yoda head and what any meaning behind those things is and how y'all kind of draw energy from your own antics.
Honestly, that's just a big part of our team's culture when it comes to having fun this year. In the past, it hasn't always been the most fun, but, we brought the props and the mask and wigs this year, and it's definitely paid off.
We embrace being weird. Go ahead and get it to Steve here in the black hat.
Having a couple of very difficult plays there, ended up being review there. I mean, when that's going on, when those reviews are taking place, what's going through your mind?
Not much. I kind of thought the first one I was on and looked over and it wasn't, but I knew for the second one I was on, so got that one right.
He's thinking I just lied to Coach and what's going to happen. I'm asking to review it again.
David, can you take us through when you got hit by a pitch? I don't know if I've seen that before. You get hit. You seemed like you were in a lot of pain. Were you? And then you just sprint towards first base. What was going on there? And then take us also through your RBI to take the lead there.
Initially, when the kid hit me, I thought I died, so I fell pretty hard, and after about 4 or 5 seconds, I realized it wasn't that bad. So, I sprinted down for the team because doing that gives us a lot of energy. We've been doing that throughout the year. We saw some other schools do it, so we picked it up, and I did that. So, and then when it comes to the hit, I honestly was looking to bunt because the third baseman was playing back, but Coach Bishop told me to, trust my swing, and, I just did what I was coached to do.
Arguably one of the biggest wins in school history tonight, and your reward for beating one quality opponent is to get another one. So what are your thoughts about Mississippi State and both student athletes? What are your thoughts about Mississippi State and the opportunity you have tomorrow?
We're just excited. We're going to embrace the moment, play one pitch, one inning at a time, and see what happens. Playing in front of a big crowd, so we're going to embrace it.
Go ahead, David. Anything to add?
It's honestly just another game. We're going to tackle it the same way we approached this first one and, play hard.
Anything else for the players before we let them go? We'll go ahead and get it back to the front.
David, where did he hit you? Did it leave a welt or did you check yet?
It might actually be a hole in my back. But he got me maybe midway through, but, not dead center. It's like on my side a little bit. So it's not too bad. It's in the meaty part. So.
Good mark?
I haven't checked yet, but I hope not.
Get anything else for the players before we let them go? All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Go ahead and get it going with questions for Coach. Who wants to lead off? We'll start with Steve, and then we'll go around the room.
Coach, a couple questions. Number one, pitching plans for tomorrow, and number two, what's the biggest crowd you guys have played in front of?
Pitching-wise, we'll have Cam Brown tomorrow. He's been really good for us all year. Been that number 2 guy all season long, and he'll get the ball. Bullpen, same thing. A lot of options out there. A couple guys went deep today, but we've still got some good ones out there that we'll have to pick from. But Cam will do what he does, which is attack hitters, get the ball in play, and we'll have to defend behind him. Biggest crowd we've played in front of is well into the hundreds, easily into the hundreds. I think down at Troy, actually opening weekend, they've got a pretty good atmosphere at Troy, and they were probably in the 1,000, 1,500 range, something like that. So tomorrow will probably be a walk in the park for us.
We'll go ahead and get it to Brett here to coach us.
To go back to the energy this team kind of creates for itself when y'all are down 4-0 after 3 innings, kind of a rare day to struggle for Pat on the mound. Just how does this team kind of create something from nothing to get this win?
Yeah, we knew it would be a challenging matchup for Pat. Pat gives up a lot of fly balls. Ball carries down here up north when it's snowing. That keeps the ball in the ballpark a little bit, but ball flies a little bit, and Miami can really hit. And so we knew it would be tough for him. He battled, he competed, but you know, we've been down in this winning streak a number of times, and I think what gives us an opportunity to compete in those games is we're not going to sit here and think the world's ending if something doesn't go. It's got good teams in this tournament. Somebody's going to lose every one of these games, and if you sit here and think about being down and everything that can go wrong and the world's ending, it's going to be tough on you. But if you take a step back to me and just embrace the moment, enjoy being out there. I mean, what an atmosphere. Two good college baseball teams. Just enjoy it and keep playing. And we play that same game over again. Miami might win that one just as often. I mean, somebody had to lose, somebody had to win. But I think our guys just embrace, let's play together and let's see what happens.
Coach, some teams, when dealing with expected noise, they use loudspeakers in practice. Did you yell in your kid's ear, or what did you do?
Yeah, we found a couple of speakers on campus. We knew it would be loud, so we've tried to prepare them a little bit. I'm sure nothing we've done will simulate that atmosphere completely. We took the team out to the first game today for a while just so they could take it in a little bit. It'll be different, but I think our guys are going to embrace it and enjoy it. You know, the challenge tomorrow, certainly the crowd is a huge challenge, but I think the bigger challenge is Mississippi State is an awfully good ball club, and we're going to have to deal with that, which will be tough.
Coach, you mentioned Mississippi State. What are your early impressions of them, and what do you expect from them tomorrow?
Yeah, you know, I haven't had a ton of time to look at it. We really worked to do everything we could to prepare for Miami. Had a chance to see the game today. Obviously, that lineup can really produce. That lineup can really hit. You know, we're facing a guy, I'm guessing tomorrow, that's only got 150 strikeouts, which is a good big league season, much less a good college season. So we know we're going to have our hands full, but we'll kind of focus on being us. And if that's not good enough, it's not good enough. But we're going to take our chances just being us and seeing what happens.
Anything else for Coach before we let him get back to the hotel? We'll do one more.
I read in the pregame press conference where it was difficult for you to get here. Could you explain where did you fly in, or what did you do, and how many people did you bring?
Well, we're not going to get back to the hotel tonight if I have to run through all of this. But on Tuesday night, we took a bus from Mount Pleasant to Grand Rapids. It was about an hour and 45 minutes. We spent the night there, flew out of Grand Rapids 7 a.m. on Wednesday. That took us on a direct route south to Minneapolis, right on the way. And then from Minneapolis, we flew to Memphis, hopped on a bus from Memphis down here, and just a couple of short hours later, here we were.
Good enough for me. Thanks, Coach.